What's up, y'all? It's JP, and today I'm giving y'all my newest guard build that I've been using to dominate in the rec. When I tell y'all this build is a problem, that doesn't even do it justice. Just wait until we get into it. This build is going to be viable whether you like to ISO or use screens. I'm telling you, this is probably the most fun I've had on a build this whole year. But before I show y'all the attributes, remember to like the video and drop a comment on what you might have changed within this build to better fit your playstyle. I always look forward to reading what minor tweaks you guys would have made and asking you guys for your opinions. With that out the way though, let's get into the build. To start, we got the tall guard, 6'6", 205 pounds with a 6'8" wingspan. Tall guards are just so good this year, especially shooting wise, because although 6'4" and under might get faster jump shots, they tend to get contested a lot more. So with the taller guards, you can avoid a lot more contests if you're trying to catch and shoot or create a shot off the dribble. Now, starting off with the finishing, you see we got a 54 close shot, 40 standing dunk, and 74 layup. But the main part is obviously that big 94 driving dunk. Hall of Fame slithery finisher with gold posterizer and gold precision dunker is one of the best badge combinations in this game. This is a rim runner's dream, and honestly, it's what causes this build to be a threat, because as y'all saw in my last video, once I beat my defender off the dribble, it's showtime. Late help is getting dunked on every time using that dunk meter. Slashing is just so fun this year. I highly recommend trying a high dunk build and learning that dunk meter, because some of the things that 2K lets you get away with on a rim runner is insane. Now, alongside that 94 drive and dunk, we got the 93 pointer and 77 mid-range, and not to mention the 95 free throw. Yeah, this build is a scoring machine, so whether the defense is trying to play high or low, you can score by rim running or lighting them up from behind the 3-point line. The 77 mid-range still allows you to play that in-between game, just not as much as you've seen me do in the past. But don't get it twisted, it's still very possible to green mid-range pull-ups with that 77. So from inside to out, you are a very dangerous scoring threat. And like I said, whether you like to 3-hunt or ISO, y'all see from the clips and attributes that you could do so at a very high rate and also efficiently. With a build like this, you can mix up your scoring, which actually is going to lead to you shooting better, because you're more likely to have progress on your takeover meter now that you're scoring in bunches and in different ways. Moving on to the playmaking, we have my standard ratings, which is the 87 pass sack, 92 ball handle, and 83 speed with ball. I've said this before, but this is my baseline for all my guard builds without too much strength, because it gives me enough speed and great dribbling animations to run the ball without worrying about getting the ball stolen. Also, the 87 pass gives us that bronze bailout, which as the name suggests is sometimes really clutch to have, whether you're trying to draw help and kick out or when you get caught in the air. Like I said, these are my standard minimum requirements that I run on almost all my guard builds. So yeah, pretty simple but also very effective for all types of playstyles. Now, with all that offense, you would assume that the defense on this build is horrendous, right? Well, I chose to actually put my focus on two things rather than lose all my attribute points going for something like steal. I put my interior defense to 70 and my perimeter defense to 75. My thinking is that I can hold my own on the perimeter with some of the bronze defensive badges like clamps and challenger, and also if I'm off the ball, I'm able to use my off-ball pest to help stop cuts. But if I do get caught in the paint for some reason, I have that 70 interior, which if you position yourself well, will 100% get you some stops. With the right approach, this build actually can hold its own on defense. Now don't get it twisted, this is not a lockdown, so don't you dare go full court pressing or reaching, because that's how you will get cooked. Play smart defensively, and trust me, these attributes are going to be more than enough for you to hold your own. To finish it off, we got the physicals, which is the 86 speed and 73 excel, giving us that gold speed booster and silver blow by, two very useful badges for guards. Alongside that, we got the max stamina, 50 strength, which I put up so I got clamps, and also the 82 vert that unlocks most of the contact dunks for us. I think the only contacts I don't get is elite off one, but honestly, the way this build already slashes, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying, especially if you watched my last video breaking down the dunk meter. Now I'll show the whole build on screen right now, and if you made it this far, shout out to you. This is really a complete build all all around, but the offense, yeah, you're just a scoring machine. And still, with that 87 pass accuracy, you can make on-time and on-target passes fast enough to your shooters or cutters. And remember, you're not a slouch on defense if you know how to position yourself well. Remember to drop a comment on what adjustments you would have made or any questions you might have had about the build. Appreciate y'all support, but as usual, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I'ma see y'all in the next one. Peace. How you can't tell time but you watch face? You're not on real time if you watch fake.